Hey, so2ro, this is Blue04. I'm playing your stage Oasis Palace. I'm going in completely blind. Let's get to it. Wait. What are these doing? Okay. What is this? I don't think I can get up there. And I'm hurt. Whatever. Oh, so there's actually nothing up here. Okay. Well, I feel silly. So... Okay, so I'm playing on 1080p, but I'm saving this to YouTube at 720. And like I can't even see that detail from over here. So I guess maybe it matters if you're over here, right? But this feels like I don't know. But then my next question is, where's the sand going? Where is the sand going? It's a beautiful skybox, by the way. Okay, I guess from... Okay, so from this texture, I was expecting this to be a liquid rather than just a solid. Also, this feels wrong to me, this texture here. Okay, this is an Amy path. I guess I'm gonna have to play this stage again as Amy. So it seems like there's no way to get up here as Sonic? Should I be doing a Knuckles run? Why do you hate Knuckles? Wait. Why am I having trouble gripping this wall? So again, there's literally nothing up here. Oh? That's a wall. Okay, this is less than literally nothing? Okay. So, okay, after I kill these dudes, I have a thought. Come here. I need to kill you so I can talk. Come here. What is this? There we go. Okay. So, as I'm playing and I'm doing this first run, something that I'm noticing is that basically Okay, so this is a Sonic game, right? And in S3B2, we kind of have this sense of there's different routes, and there need to be different routes and exploration ability, and I just died. But we kind of have this sense of the game has there weren't any star posts. Should I have expected? And now I died again. Why does this game have a life system? So as I'm navigating this, right? So there is, so in Sonic games, there's this sense of there's a route, and you're either playing one route, or Route 2, or Route 3, and so navigating the stage is about learning how the routes connect. And so there's kind of this thought, mainly in my head, that you play the first route, and then you look for a second route, and then you look for a third route. And I feel like, as I'm playing this stage and trying to navigate it, I feel like I'm not taking that approach, because my thing is, when I see something, I want to understand it, and I don't want to come back later. I want to build my navigational understanding outward. That's not a commentary on your stage, just how I'm interacting with it. So, like, now that I've seen this Amy Spring, I'm like, what is this? I don't want to have to come back later. I want to understand it now, right? And it turns out that it's just a spring. And I guess I feel like I want my understanding of your stage to kind of grow outward from a single point, not to be this kind of, like, carved out maze of this carved out line within a map or whatever. I don't know. I'm not even sure I'm making any sense. But my inherent desire to explore is making it really awful to progress when I keep seeing shiny things that I haven't seen yet, and I refuse to go forward because I want to explore the shiny thing. Okay. Okay. So this is... Right, and so the thing is, I just... Like... I wonder if I'll get hurt like this. I wonder if I'll destroy any more enemies like this. So, casual note, I kind of have this sense that springs that push you into each other should be farther apart. It's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal. But, like, so here's the one route, right? Here's the interior route, where that was the beginning. And I went over around the left, and then I came back, and then I had to come and see this before I went forward. Again, that's commentary on me as a player. And it feels to me, question mark? So it feels like this outdoor route is a lot longer than the indoor route, right? Like, if I'm just doing a casual play and I just want to get it done fast, I already know the stage, the inside route looks a lot faster. Or... Okay, more platforming over Death Pit. I need to make a level design 102 video about memorable stages. Partly so I don't have to repeat myself. Okay, so this is accessible. And that's it. Okay. So let's say I wanted to get to the spring as Sonic. Okay, that's something that's actually doable. Got it. Okay. Okay, I thought this was forward. Let me figure out. Okay, so one of my things is that I am Knuckles, but I'm trying to understand how Sonic sees the stage. Because I could have just climbed up there, but I'm just trying to understand how the stage is organized. Okay, so I'm going to go up here. So that doesn't actually get me high enough. Okay. Okay. So that works, but I feel like the stage shouldn't be designed to require spin dash into this column of wind. Okay, because this feels more like the intended route. Okay, checkpoint. Yeah, I'm playing a stage as Knuckles like Sonic. That is indeed true. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Why am I playing as Knuckles like I'm Sonic? There. What am I looking for? Oh, I know. I'm trying to get on top of that thing, aren't I? I guess I stopped paying attention for a little bit. So So the question was, how do I get up here? That was the question I was trying to answer. Well, let's find out. I feel like this is just a Knuckles area. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know. Okay, that feels like a Knuckles route. So, can anyone but Tails and Knuckles get up there? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So... Okay, so if I'm not Knuckles, I go around the long way, what do I see instead? I get hurt, that's what happens. Okay, do I have to... So is this one of those low route things, or if I fall and I'm Sonic, I just have to do the low route? Because that's what it feels like. Okay. Whoosh. Okay. That feels like that was intended. Okay. Okay. And it's a double jump shield. Not sure I need one of those when we have all these whirlwinds around, but that's okay. Right, okay, because this was my suspicion. My suspicion was that this wasn't a Knuckles route, but a Knuckles shortcut. Okay. That's what I was expecting. Okay, that's cool. I'm not interested right now, so I'm not going to get that. But that's cool. Boing! That didn't work. Spidey Nux got hurt. I don't know, getting hurt's just my specialty right now. I guess that's just what's going on. Wait, are we doing this? We're doing this, aren't we? I still can't hurt those things. This ain't high enough. Dead. I have 5 lives. Oh, right, I've been getting a lot of life boxes. Because I need them. Because I'm a twerp. Oh, did those respawn? They did. Okay. Okay, so this is another Knuckles shortcut. Okay. Maybe it's not a Knuckles shortcut? Maybe this is the high route? But I'm dead. So if I'm gonna get up here, and I'm not Knuckles, how do I do that? Okay, that works, so Sonic can get up here too. Hack! Okay. So... Okay. Alright. Let's give this one a second run and I'll talk a lot more this time. Okay. Back to Sonic. Let's find it. Nope. This hub world is gorgeous, but I find it difficult to use. Maybe if, like, the resolution could be doubled on these previews or something? Is this it? No. This is my least favorite part of the contest. I've already been around in a circle! This is... Okay, this is what it looks like. Got it. Okay, so here comes Metal Sonic. Okay, so so my feeling is you've established this palette of elements. Okay, so I've got this edge that's raised, and it's actually even distinguished on the exterior, which is cool. Takes a little bit of technical skill to do that. And you've got this grass texture and the sand, but none of the sand is actually sand. All the sand is just solid, and maybe that's just for simplicity and speed of mapping, right? Because I know you have mapped in the past in a workflow that was designed for speed and not for detail. So that's just a quirk. The fact that it's not actually liquid, that's fine. That means you go along it a lot faster, okay? Because it means you're not using it means you're not using any of those quicksand physics that where Sonic gets stuck. So, and so you've got this palette of these elements, right? Where you've got the step of, you've got the 32 and the 64, 32 and the 64, and you've got these pillar elements, and I think that your visual palette works really, really well. I think that the elements that you've chosen to make up the stage, I think, are really successful. I think that just from an aesthetic standpoint, I think that the palette that you've chosen to work with, you've developed it really well, and I think you're using it fairly effectively. So, but I do... Oh, see? I'm not aiming and I got to use the spring. Neener, neener. Not sure why that happened, because I can't do it a second time. I will say that your enemies are probably going to be experienced differently by players who are going through the stage faster than I am. So I would say that because I'm in level criticism mode, I'm probably getting hurt by these enemies a lot more than your average player who just wants to go through the stage and get to the end. Why can't I kill this guy? But getting hurt over and over and over again has basically been a consistent part of this stage for me. And so this opening section was something that it really stuck out in my memory because it was where I was cutting my teeth on how you were using the palette and how you were assembling your different elements. And so... and you know, the whirlwind's fine. I don't think you're doing anything particularly out of the ordinary with it, but I think you're using it fairly well. So I liked so I think that that's an element that I think works in this stage. Something that, oh, and then, but like, so, because it's feeling like you've designed the space as a whole, and then you pepper it with elements. So, like, these are just added. And then this is just added, right? Because there's kind of this sense of you're using this sector ornamentation, and you're just taking a... It feels like you're just applying this palette of decoration. The palette of decoration happens to be sectors instead. My feeling is that if I'm running along a surface, I guess I might prefer that this was just a clear space and you push the decoration up against the wall. Because I feel like as I'm navigating this, it's just something I have to jump over. But then so as I was playing this level, this is like the most memorable that your level was in terms of, partly in terms of just, this was simply the first thing I saw, and so because I got exposed to it early, it was memorable to me in a way that the things I got exposed to later weren't, partly because I was just already familiar with this stuff. So as I'm going along through the stage, it's like... Eventually, the stage just stopped being memorable for me, and I don't know if it's because I was just already exposed to all the different elements. And so I guess music is a point of comparison for me. I listen to a lot of dance music, and dance music is all about... So dance music is all about, you build up this set of elements, and you sort of pull in the elements, and then you push out the elements over time, and it's kind of about weaving this palette together that the musician has developed, kind of in a similar way to the way that you've developed this aesthetic palette. And I think that like music gets a lot of mileage from just repeating the same elements over and over again. But I don't think that Sonic... I don't think that SRB2 stages can use repetition in quite the same way. Because I think that there's kind of this sense of, like, in music, it's like if you use the same elements for the verse and the chorus, and then you have the verse a few times, and then you change it up a little bit with the bridge. But like, as long as you're building up the song and then you're taking it down and you're playing with the dynamics, there's still interest there, even though you're using the same elements. But I feel like with this visual medium of stages, I feel like you need to. And I guess I'm just gonna end up trying to roll this into a Level Design 102 video eventually. My feeling is that basically, set pieces are memorable, and set pieces are like, basically when I'm using the word set piece, I'm thinking about something that is like, it's unique on a macro scale, right? So you have this palette of elements that you've developed it's something that happens on a micro scale, right? And the thing that I'm hurting for in your level is some kind of I'm looking for a design ingenuity in the macro scale that matches what you've achieved in the micro scale. Because I just feel like I'm wandering around your level, I'm playing on things, and eventually I'm at a point where I'm just like, I've seen it. I've seen all the micro elements, and the macro elements are just kind of non-differentiated. So I'm seeing the same thing over and over again, and because I'm seeing the same thing over and over again, I'm like, ugh, this is just mush. Let me stop playing the stage because I've seen it. I guess I figure I saw most of the content in the stage on my first run, not necessarily all of it. But I don't have a lot of drive to explore because I feel like the information about the navigation doesn't really have any anchorage points for me anymore, because now that I've understood your level, it's like, well, excuse me, let me say that differently. I feel like because there's so much sameness in the macro, I feel like because there's so much sameness, when I find something I don't like, I don't really have a good mental map, right? My mental map is all blurry because everything's the same. And so I can't, like, write down on my mental map in my mind, oh, I found this cool thing and it was here and I should go back there later. Like, so I think that in a lot of ways this stage is, I think that your design is very competent in terms of the micro scale, but I'm looking for and again, partly this is personal taste. So, but on the other hand, all criticism is personal taste. So, I mean, I guess take me with a grain of salt because I'm just one critic, right? But I'm looking for memorable macro design. That's what I feel like this stage is missing. And this is only my second stage played in the contest after Metallic Madness, but I thought that Metallic Madness had a less successful micro palette, but it was more successful in terms of having a bunch of memorable macro moves. And Metallic Madness didn't flow as well as this, right? This has very competent gameplay design, but again, I'm looking for a memorable macro design, because I just feel like where I am now looks a lot like where I was 2 minutes ago. So that's where I'm at. I think your level of detail is fine. I don't think your ability to detail a stage needs any work at all. I think this is very, very good from an aesthetic detail standpoint. And that's really my only criticism of the map. I think that everything else works fine. I got hurt quite a lot because I'm bad at dealing with enemies. And yeah, I just want memorable design. So I'm gonna have to make a Level Design 102 video about that, and that's fine. It's one of those things where I'm probably going to need to might actually pick on you in that video. But yeah, oh my gosh. Okay, that was embarrassing. My phone just went off. And it was just a wrong number. Well, it was a spam caller, probably. And my phone went off while it was connected to a speaker system. So that's really the only thing I'm going to leave you with. I'm just going to say I want more memorable macro design. That's the only thing that I really was wanting out of the stage I didn't get. And I'm going to give you that same standard lame sauce critique. Well, not critique, but whenever I was getting criticisms in architecture school, there's kind of this thing that you say about, in order to have a good discussion about design elements, you have to have a design to talk about that's good enough to be able to have the deep conversation, right? So the fact that I have such a specific criticism about your stage means that you've developed it to a point where we can have this discussion. So that's a good thing. But yeah, that's all I'm going to play your stage for now, and I just need to move on to the next one. Yeah, thanks for watching.